They thought humanity was extinct. They thought Earth was a backwater planet full of primitives barely crawling from the mud. Then a rookie patrol captain opened fire on a human vessel by accident. The galaxy expected a complaint. Instead, Earth sent a message. Congratulations. You've just challenged the galaxy's most dangerous species. What followed would change the stars forever. If you enjoy watching aliens make the worst mistake of their lives, like the video and subscribe to the channel for more epic HFY stories. Sector 341 Zeta was quiet. Too quiet. Captain Orcs of the Tethari patrol ship Silken Fong yawned through his mandibles as his ship glided along the edge of a minor system labeled Sol. It was old consortium data, barely accurate anymore. This system's worthless, he muttered. Dead star. Debris. One irradiated planet. No activity for millennia. His junior officer, a wiry Ixari with green mottled scales, pinged the console. Actually, sir, one anomaly. A vessel. Small. Metallic. No registry tag. Orcs leaned forward, annoyed. Pirates. No heat signature. No response to hails. Protocols then, Orcs said with a wave. Target the hull. Fire a warning pulse. One pulse. A low-yield beam meant to get attention. It struck the unregistered ship. And that was the last peaceful moment the galaxy would know for decades. Because the ship responded, not with a transmission, but with a signature. One that hadn't been seen in over 100,000 years. Humanity. Captain Orcs stared as the vessel lit up. The armor shimmered like liquid obsidian. A pulse echoed through the void, bouncing off subspace relays. An old, dead beacon on Pluto reignited. Then Mars. Then Luna. Within minutes, every buried human relay came to life. And across the galaxy, a single, chilling message broadcast in every major language. Human ship attacked. Retaliation protocols authorized. Level 1 response. Stand by. And then, congratulations. You've just challenged the galaxy's most dangerous species. The Council of Galactic Stability called an emergency session. Species from all arms of the galaxy gathered. Even the Elder, the oldest known species, sent a representative, something they hadn't done since the Hern massacres of 540,000 AD. What do we know? Growled Archon Tilvith of the Granic Dominion. A nervous analyst adjusted his visor. The vessel was ancient, likely cryogenic in design. Possibly one of the missing Orcs. You're telling me it was human? A silence spread like a virus. Yes. There was a collective intake of breath. Most species didn't breathe, but somehow it still felt like everyone did. Humanity was legend. Myth. The kind of story told to young soldiers to remind them that some enemies don't negotiate. The humans had vanished ages ago, supposedly after a final war that cracked their own moon and silenced Earth. Now, they were back. Earth's reply came 6 hours later. A massive ship appeared just outside the Tethari homeworld's orbital line. It was unlike anything seen before. Long sharp, pitch black. It emitted no light, no heat. The humans called it the Reclaimer. It didn't fire. It didn't move. It simply broadcast one sentence. Return our crew. Apologize. Or we come. Inside the Tethari War Hall, debate raged. It was a mistake. Why should we bow to a forgotten species? They're bluffing. No one survives 100,000 years in deep cryo. But then the human Ark, the small one, sent the original crew's logs. Data so dense it took the galactic servers hours to decode. It revealed one thing clearly. Humanity had not just gone to sleep. They had spent every moment preparing, training, upgrading, designing warships from antimatter veins and hulls laced with self-repairing AI. And now, they were awake. Captain Orcs, the one who fired the warning shot, was handed over within hours, his own people wanting to avoid extinction. He was not executed. He was returned. But not the same. His mind, fractured. His eyes, glazed. He whispered only one word, over and over. Predators. Across the galaxy, silent fleets began to activate. All of them human-built, hidden, forgotten beneath moons, inside asteroids, even in the folds of subspace. The Earth Defense Corps emerged in full. They didn't make speeches. They didn't demand surrender. They simply took back what was once theirs. Dead colonies, claimed. Old treaties, burned. Star charts, rewritten. But unlike the past empires of conquest, humans didn't enslave. They liberated. On the slave world Oroth, human marines dropped from orbit in pods that bore no propulsion, just perfect kinetic trajectories. They hit the surface like thunder gods. 10,000 slavers were vaporized. The liberated fell to their knees. "Who are you?" one cried. The lead soldier removed his helmet. A scarred human, gray-haired, eyes burning. "Humanity, you forgot us. That was your mistake." The council called for peace. Earth replied with calm precision. "We do not want your war, but we will not accept your peace. You attacked one of ours. The galaxy must learn, some species you don't challenge." Entire factions collapsed just from fear. The Venery League dissolved overnight. The Oxid conglomerate, famous for its mercenary fleets, offered tribute in the form of ships and territory. The humans declined. "We do not want your offerings," they said. "We want your honesty. And if we don't get it, we'll take your silence." One by one, the stars bent. And still, Earth sent no emperor, no chancellor, just messages and soldiers, and a reminder carved into every planet they stepped on. "We came back, stronger, faster, smarter, and we remember everything." The galaxy would never be the same. And in the forgotten corners of space, old enemies began to stir, species that once allied against Earth, hiding in the void, hoping the legends weren't true. But they were. Humanity had evolved past vengeance. They were now corrective force incarnate. One by one, systems fell in line. Not because Earth demanded it, but because they understood. You don't challenge the apex predator of the stars. You don't poke the beast that engineered black hole missiles and dark matter armor while it slept. You don't challenge humanity. Because when you do, you don't just lose. You vanish from history.